We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker at the kickoff for Kansas City.
Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go here on Monday night. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Open man, left side, he's got it. A pickup there of 13. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the ground, they'll go with Rachaad White, the back out of Arizona State. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Mayfield. That's going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Colorado.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. It's made by Smith-Schuster. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 6. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He keeps it himself.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football at their own 23.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield to throw. That's caught. Trey Palmer. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. A gain of 48. On 1st down, here's Irving. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
And he will dive into the end zone. Rachaad White, touchdown Buccaneers. It's his third touchdown on the year. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. First down throw there is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and
he bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Motion man is Rice. Third and long for Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. He's got the first down and more than that. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion.
That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Finding room at the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 31 yards. Right back to Irving. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. 3rd and long. Baker to throw. That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Run. Done.
Throwing is Mayfield. We'll drop this underneath to White. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. One more time, it's White. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll run. And waiting, no signal. He did not. No, he did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Let's get a camera on this defensive coordinator, Mike. He's got to be fired up from what he sees from this defense. Huge stop there, no gain, forces a 4th down.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Hey, 15.
Out of his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got it.
He gets free. Still going. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 99 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Mayfield. He'll air one out for Palmer. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the question.
And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Here's Nixon on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings us second and 5 at the 49-yard line.
Now Now, a carry for Hunt. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
First down throw, Mahomes. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is Irving, and some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. He'll come up now for second down and 4. He'll go again here with Irving. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And you see the nice pickup here by Bucky Irving, and it's kind of one of those guys, Mike, that we use that phrase, he's quicker than he is fast. You know, you line him up in the 40-yard dash, and maybe he doesn't jump off the page at you, but he makes people miss in the hole. He's got great vision, great instincts with the ball. A lot of that you can't coach, and I'll tell you, they are really high on him in this Tampa Bay Bucs organization.
And he'll get about 5. On second down, a run with Irving. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Lavonte David doing his work on defense. They face second down and 7. Now, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's got another one. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Irving. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. The handoff, it's Irving. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. They'll run it. It's Irving. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have a Bucs first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great...
White loses the football. And the defense has it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On third down, Mahomes. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Irving. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter.
24. Buccaneers 14.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that'll move the sticks. That's a first down. Down to the 45-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front?
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill. Butker to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Quick throw, taken in. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Baker. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. Baker gonna hand it to White. Room to run inside the 40. And he's gonna take this all the way home. Rachaad White. Touchdown, Tampa. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs are able to cut the deficit to 10.
21. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a short pickup to about the 30.
Yellow.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 57, 57. Outside.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6 but he does set up the offense with first and goal. Here's a run. Second down, goal to go. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
Second and goal this close to the end zone. It makes sense, Mike, to keep the ball on the ground, but what you're not planning for is that you suffer a loss. So give credit to this defense. They've now changed the entire equation. It's third and goal, but they're not so close anymore.
And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is fourth and goal. They'll drop to throw, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's able to give him a little breathing room. He's got a first down up past the 15-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago.